The gentleman from Oregon is recognized for 3 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. You know, many years ago, I worked as a bicycle mechanic, so I know how to patch a tube. But if you get to the point where you can't see the tube anymore for the patches, then it's time for a new tube. Well, that's where we're at here today. We've had study after study that we are not even investing enough money in our infrastructure to bring it up to a state of good repair, let alone build a modern 21st century infrastructure. We were the envy of the world with the Eisenhower program. We were the envy of the world. #1 infrastructure in the world. Where are we now? We're number 26. We're down there slugging it out with third world countries in terms of our infrastructure. 140,000 bridges. 140,000 bridges on the national highway system need repair or replacement. 40% of the national highway system is so deteriorated it has to be totally replaced. You can't just patch it anymore. You just can't resurface it anymore. And our transit agencies have a $70 billion backlog to bring their existing systems up to a state of good repair, not to build new transit options for Americans. No, just to bring what we have up to a state of good repair. Why are we here today? Because there's people on that side of the aisle who actually don't believe it is either the duty, obligation, or right of the federal government to invest in a national highway system, a national transportation system. They believe in devolution. Make the states do it. We tried that. In the 1950s, Kansas built a brand new turnpike. It ended at the Oklahoma border because Oklahoma ran out of money. And they didn't build it until the Eisenhower bill went through. They want to go back to those good old days, the 1950s, when you couldn't even have roads that connected between states. That's nuts. It was bad in the middle of the last century. It's nuts for the 21st century. So are we just going to kick the can down the road again? If we pass this Republican proposal to continue the current anemic levels of funding until next May, that is not going to bring the states the certainty they need. It's not going to bring the industry the robust investment they need. It's not going to get us the jobs we need. Yeah, we'll limp along to next May, and then there'll be incredible uncertainty about the next construction season. There won't be major new projects planned. Nothing will happen. We need to resolve that this year. We should stay here, as the gentleman from Oregon said, and resolve it this August. 5 weeks, guys? 5 weeks? We can't get to this issue, and then you're going to kick it into next year? Better, at least, that we're confronted with it before the end of this year. Then maybe we can get a robust funding source. Maybe we can make the investments we need. Maybe we could give the states the tools they need next construction season and the certainty they need next construction season to go forward. You know, we just had a study from Standard & Poor's that for every $1.3 billion we put into transportation infrastructure, we get, would the gentleman yield an additional minute? Does he have it?
I'll yield the gentleman additional minute.
Okay. We just had a Standard & Poor's study. 29,000 jobs are created. And these are not just construction jobs. They're engineering jobs, they're technical jobs, they're manufacturing jobs for the equipment that goes into this or the steel that goes into this. These are small business jobs with a small business set aside. We are foregoing an incredible stimulus to our economy, putting hundreds of thousands of Americans back to work or at work, building us yet again toward a world-class infrastructure. You know, it's just shameful. It's just shameful. This has been bipartisan forever. Washington, canals, and highways. Lincoln, the Transcontinental Railroad. Eisenhower, the National Highway System. And Ronald Reagan put transit into the National Highway Program. And now we're here limping along with yet another patch that isn't adequate, that won't give us the recovery we need, won't give us the transportation infrastructure we need to be competitive in the 21st century. It's a very sad day. We should reject this proposal and get to work.
The gentleman's time has expired. The gentleman from Pennsylvania.